You're looking at Tom Crean, the fourth-year head coach of the Marquette Golden Eagles. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Marquette led by All-American candidate Dwayne Wade. You'll hear his name a lot tonight. Sam Hoskin, number 25, is the top scorer for the Depaul Blue Demons. There's a big crowd here tonight. This will be their biggest home crowd of the season, probably 10, maybe 12,000. It's Marquette against Depaul. Marquette looking for their 10th consecutive win. Back to get it started.
Breakfast, school, dinner.
Do you have any idea what you're doing to your teeth?
Huh?
You know, open wide. You sip that stuff all day, your teeth decay. Well, it's not just the sugar. It's the acid, and it's eating away your teeth.
Hey, it's your choice. Fewer soft drinks or fewer teeth. Think about it.
You'll call me for an appointment?
That'll fix it.
And now if I could just find someone I trust to fix my furnace problem. I just don't trust those wild claims I see in the paper.
That's why I called the Ring team. They're different. They were on time, explained the problem, fix only what needed fixing. Fair price, too.
Yeah, right.
No, really. Call the Ring team.
Give me that number.
In Kenosha, call Al Mizzarelli & Son, Inc. at 262-551-9121.
We will impress you when you make that call to the Ring team.
The time is now to buy your new boat. A StarCraft boat powered by Mercury outboards and stern drives. Hi, I'm Alan Bell from Cedar Lake Sales in West Bend. We're celebrating StarCraft's 100th anniversary with preseason sale prices on their spectacular lineup of Sea Star fishing boats, runabouts, deck boats, and pontoons. StarCraft and Cedar Lake Sales have the right boat for you. StarCraft boats powered by the best name on the water, Mercury. Visit Cedar Lake Sales on Highway 33 in West Bend today for the best deals on the water this summer. Don't miss out on these anniversary specials.
We are just seconds away from the opening tip-off tonight. Marquette against Depaul, along with Marquette legend George Thompson. Pat Hughes with you. Thanks for joining us. Stay warm. Put another log on the fire. Tom Crean in his fourth season at Marquette, the Conference USA Coach of the Year last season. On the other side, Dave Leto in his first year here at Depaul. He has the Blue Demons back on track, it would appear. They are 12-7 overall. Dave, a longtime assistant at Connecticut under Jim Calhoun. These two teams are no strangers. They've been playing for a long time. In fact, they've played for 44 straight seasons. Marquette has won the last 5. The game officials tonight: Tim Higgins, Frank Scaliotta, and John Higgins. You see their names on your screen. Depaul in white, Marquette in dark blue. There will be a lot of fans from the Milwaukee area, from the entire state of Wisconsin, here cheering for Marquette tonight. Marquette controls it as Merritt taps it back to Travis Diener, and away we go, George.
MU very well represented here tonight by the fans from Illinois and Wisconsin, Pat.
Marquette against a man-to-man defense at the outset. Here's Wade. He played high school ball in Chicago. Jackson looking out to Townsend. Townsend also played here in Chicago. In their first meeting a few weeks ago in Milwaukee, Townsend hit his first 4 3-pointers. Diener followed in by Townsend, I believe. No offensive goaltending. It's 2 for Marquette. It was Townsend. I thought that ball might have trickled in had Todd not touched it, George.
Actually, I thought it was coming out, Pat.
Brown missed it inside. Brown scores.
Brown with a whole lot of want to that time. Got a second chance opportunity.
Andre Brown ties the game at 2. Townsend, inside. And the shot by Merritt is blocked. Beautiful pass by Townsend.
Okay, watch, Pat. It kind of comes off of the rim. Townsend with the strong follow flush. Good reaction by Townsend.
Merritt fouled on his attempted slam dunk inside. Good look by Townsend to find him open.
No question about it. Scott Merritt, one of the best big free throw shooters in America, shooting about 85, 86% from there.
You know, that first shot we saw in the replay a moment ago, we're reminded of what you and I were discussing about an hour ago. Looking at the rims, George, and I know you've been around the game for longer than I have, but we both noticed that the rims are slightly off. It looked like the front rim is tilted downward ever so slightly on both ends.
And Marquette's rim seems to be tilted to the left a tad as well.
Marquette leads 3-2. Merritt made one, missed one from the foul line. Brown to Holland. Delonte Holland. Inside, that's Sam Hoskin. Open is Diener. You can't leave him open. That's Drake Diener. He's the cousin of Travis Diener of Marquette.
Travis getting the better in the first contest. Drake coming out wanting to even the score.
Wade for Marquette. Depaul leads by 2. That was a 3 by Diener a minute ago. Merritt muscles it up, off. Rebound to Hoskin.
Marquette with a bullseye on their backs now, Pat. One of the top-rated teams in the country. Everybody's up for them.
Brown muscles it up and off. Brown again. Got it. Brown getting his own miss.
For the second straight time. Marquette not covering up their defensive backboard.
Here's Wade with those lightning quick moves. Wade missing. Jackson the rebound. Jackson follows. No good. Rebound to Hoskin. Both teams aggressive on the offensive board early. Marquette trailing 7-3 to Depaul. Diener picked up by Wade. He'll try a long 3. Rebound Townsend. Here's Travis Diener of Marquette. Travis penetrating, kicks out to Townsend for a 3. Yes.
Townsend has the ability to strike from long distance for a big man, great outside shooter. Okay. Shooting with a lot of confidence now, Pat.
And that was well beyond the arc, George. 7-6 Depaul. Coming off a screen is Holland. Picked away by Wade. Dribble drive, slam dunk. There it is. Marquette leads by 1. Wade, a quick-handed defensive reach for the steal.
MU starting to tighten up defensively now.
Wade had 7 steals against Depaul in their first meeting a few weeks ago.
He plays the passing lane so well and can play real up close and personal man-to-man.
Left-handed shot, no good. Hoskins follow, no good. Marquette has it. Townsend to the front court. Diener. Rebound to Jackson.
Merritt keeping that thing alive. Diener with the second try.
Diener a little shy. Here comes Depaul. Holland pulls up and fires. No. Diener's got it. Marquette would be happy to run tonight. Diener to Wade. Penetrates. He's fouled on the way to the bucket.
Wade with a nice head and shoulders fake. Almost got to the basket that time. He's got to mix it up offensively.
The pace would seem to favor Marquette early. We'll be back in a minute as we watch a soaring Dwayne Wade slamming home 2 for the Marquette Gold Eagles. We'll be right back. Marquette leading Depaul 8-7. We've only played about 4 minutes tonight, kind of a late start for television purposes. We thank you for staying up with George Thompson. It's Pat Hughes. Marquette around their coach Tom Crean and his fine staff of Darren Horn, Dwayne Stevens, and Jeff Strom. The team leaders for Marquette, Dwayne Wade, one of the top scorers in the nation, almost 22 a game. Robert Jackson, the big man on the glass. And Travis Diener, not only a good passer, George, but in the last 2 games, he's played 73 minutes and committed only 1 turnover. Remarkable ball handling.
Excellent assist to turnover ratio.
And you see Depaul's team leaders on the resumption of play. Marquette has it. Marquette leading by 1. They've scored the last 5 points. Diener gets a pick from Jackson. Wade rifles a pass to Merritt. Merritt traveled.
Merritt has to accept that contact. Merritt needed to power that thing to the basket. Probably would have at least gotten a minimum of 2 free throws out of it, maybe a 3-point play.
Depaul with the ball. This is Marlon London penetrating, dishing out to Brown. He missed. Seals saves it. Good effort by Depaul's LeVar Seals to save that ball. London over to Diener. Drake Diener had the game winner against Cincinnati a few weeks ago. London out to Seals, then to Diener. Lost it. Lead pass from Diener to Wade. Wade to Townsend. He'll lay it in. Unselfish play.
Very clever with the basketball. Dwayne Wade, very unselfish. Has some excellent passing skills.
Townsend with 7 early points. Marquette leads 10-7. London inside to Brown. He misses the little muscle shot, but he was fouled.
Okay, Marquette really tightening up defense. Nice lead pass by Diener. Wade going in, nice behind the back pass. Townsend trailing the play. Brown really taking it hard to the glass. He's done a real good job of getting a second stick back opportunity.
Brown nets his first. Both teams are very good at the foul line. Depaul hitting 72% of their free throws, as you see Terry Sanders check in for Marquette. Marquette shooting an impressive 76% from the foul line, including 81% in conference play. You're going to win a lot of games if you hit over 80% of your free throws.
No question. Brown only averaging 9 points per game on the season, getting off to a great start here tonight.
14.5 to play first half. Marquette leads by 2. Robert Jackson. Short. Sanders had a piece of it, but Huskin clutches that rebound in a vice-like grip. Brown, jump pass to Seals. Steal by Wade. One-on-one with Marlon Brooks. Wade traveled.
Wade a little too cute that time. Should have either powered it to the goal and then kicked off, or taking it hard to the rim. Here's Dwayne, very indecisive right then. Should have powered it to the goal or kicked it off right away.
10-8 Marquette. The turnover gives it back to Depaul.
MU with the 2-on-1 advantage. You should always come away with a layup in that situation.
Karen Bradley checking in for Wade. He'll take a little breather. London forced it, missed it. Good defense by Travis Diener. And here's Diener to the front court. Gliding, one over to Townsend. Marquette has played better without Wade in the lineup lately. Early in the year, they really struggled when Wade was on the bench, but not so much anymore. They've got a lot more weapons than they did early in the year.
Well, it began in St. Louis, and Marquette has gone on a tear since. An excellent reversal by big Robert Jackson.
Jackson, I don't know how he got that opening right there, George. It looked like the baseline was shut off.
Jackson averaging 16 points a game has really come on in the last 7 or 8 games.
Open as Seals for a jumper. No good. Depaul not blessed with a lot of great outside shooters. Here's Diener to Townsend for a quick 3. Weak side rebound to Seals.
Poor shot selection that time by Townsend. A little too quick that time.
This is Marlon Brooks, a senior from Peoria, Illinois. Dishing one off to Marlon London. London shut off. Looks like a little matchup zone perhaps right now.
Yeah, it's a box in one or diamond in one.
Long shot by Seals, not close. Marquette will be content to let Depaul take nothing but threes. That's not the way they win.
Exactly. Marquette 5 of 13. Depaul 3 of 13. Dwayne Wade had a little sit down. Tom Green probably feeling a little too much adrenaline.
Jackson missed a little 17-footer.
Marquette kind of in love with that jump shot early tonight, Pat. They need to punch it down low where they've had so much success.
Marquette about to make 3 substitutions. Merritt, Wade, and Steve Novak all ready to come in. Depaul scored only 1 point in the last 6 minutes. There's a 2-pointer by Sam Hoskin. Hoskin had 25 Saturday against Charlotte in Depaul's most recent game. Diener, pull up and fire. Got it. Nice screen by Sanders.
Travis Diener with an excellent outside shot that is called upon to do so many things out there on the floor. He's an extension of the coach.
Hoskin, pump fake, lean in, 12-footer. Got another one.
DePaul playing with a lot of heart and spirit early with about 11 minutes to go here in the first stanza, Pat.
Hoskin had 11, George, against Marquette up in Milwaukee a few weeks ago. He was the only DePaul guy in double figures in Marquette's 21-point win.
Well, he leads the team at 14 points per.
Karen Bradley inside to Jackson.
Excellent feed pass.
Double team by Cumont Greer and a jump ball. The possession arrow favoring DePaul. Turnover gives it back to the Blue Demons.
Robert Jackson turning the corner. Nice reversal. Excellent ball handling. Nice sweet feet as well.
We'll be right back.
Nice variation. Sanders coming over for the pick and roll. Diener coming off of that pick. Reversing. He has the option to go either way. Nice pull-up 14-footer.
Marquette leading 14-12 over DePaul. Marquette Athletic Director Bill Cord's here tonight. He wanted us to remind you that for that game on Saturday against Louisville in Milwaukee, it's the second annual book drive sponsored by Marquette Women for Athletics. Bring your books to the Louisville game. They will be distributed to Milwaukee schools for the benefit of our children. Certainly a good cause. That's Saturday. Marquette takes on Louisville in a titanic battle in Conference USA.
MU 6 of 15, 40%, and the Blue Demons 5 of 15, 33.
DePaul's made their last couple of shots. Missing it is Delonte Holland. Dwayne Wade freewheeling into the front court. Karen Bradley. Out of Wade. Wade might use a Merritt screen. Wade fouled on the jump pass. Cumont Greer got a piece of his arm.
Okay, Dwayne, we call him Dwayne, kind of relaxed a little bit after having a lot of adrenaline early. I'm always leery of great players coming home, Pat. They tend to be a little too pumped up early.
Try to do a little too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, Wade went to Richards High School here in Chicago. Here's Merritt. Oh, he was open. He gave it up. Shot clock to 18. Marquette's lead is 2. Merritt posting. Jump hook a little shy off the glass.
Merritt falling away from the basket. Low post players have to take it to the rim. That puts so much pressure on the interior defense.
Marlon Brooks with the ball, penetrating. Shot clock down to 12. Not a lot of movement away from the ball by the Blue Demons. They look a little disoriented this possession. London double team. Shot clock at 3, and Hoskin tries a prayer that's not answered. The ball out of bounds off of Marquette.
Brown doing a number. Brown doing a number on the offensive boards.
That was Greer missing that desperation long J a minute ago, and not Hoskin.
Has 5 rebounds already.
Chris Grimm in the game for Marquette. Under 10 minutes to play first half. London jump pass to Holland. Novak the rebound. Each team's gone a little stagnant on offense, George.
Well, there's a lot of good defense being played out there as well.
No points for either team in the last 2.5 minutes. Let's see if Wade can rearrange that scoreboard. Good pass to Grimm. Oh, Grimm a little surprised, didn't get the handle right away, otherwise he would have shot. This game is produced and distributed by ESPN Regional Television Incorporated.
When playing with a player like Wade, you have to always be ready for the pass.
Novak came off the screen, missed the shot. Here comes DePaul. Marlon London penetrates. He's fouled on the way to the bucket. Merritt chopped him on the arm.
Well, that's exactly what he was supposed to do. It wasn't a dirty foul. It was a clean, hard foul. Took him to the chop shop rather than give up the easy lay-in.
It's only the second team foul for Marquette. Neither team in foul trouble. Marquette's only committed 3. London arching the first one, no good.
London, a role player, averaging approximately 3.5 points per game. But again, you can't say enough about how spirited Depaul has come out, Pat, here in the first stanza.
Well, this is a big rivalry game. Marquette has won the last 5 meetings between the two, including the last 3 in this building. Now it's a 1-point game. Marquette still leading by a precarious 14-13.
Again, Wade has to calm down and let the game come to him.
Here's Wade. Pump fake. A little too hard on the jumper. Sam Hoskin all the way. He's fouled on the second effort. Tom Crean is saying he caught his own missed air ball layup, and Tom thought it was illegal. It was very borderline, George.
Well, it's called the South Pass.
Yeah.
But again, Depaul really hustling on their offensive boards, getting several putback opportunities.
Depaul tough to beat at the All-State Arena this season as you watch Hoskin on the line. They are 11-1 in this building. Their only loss to UNLV. Charlie Spoonhour's team came in here and beat them 75-70. They've won all 4 of their conference games at home. Hoskin gives Depaul the lead. 5 straight for the Blue Demons. Depaul out rebounding Marquette by a slim margin.
Marquette starting to develop some quality depth. Coach Crean able to go 7-8 deep now with very little drop-off, Pat.
With George Thompson, Pat Hughes, Diener drills a 3. And
Diener,
Marquette back in the lead.
Nice curl around, came up shooting.
They say only a 2-pointer, not a 3. Marquette's lead is 1. Brooks penetrating. He was fouled on the way to the bucket. Depaul, instead of taking the long shots, their strategy appears to be taking it to the glass here, George, in the last few minutes.
They're taking it off of the dribble penetration, and they're also cracking the offensive glass.
Dave Leto, the head coach at Depaul, spent 14 years as an assistant in Storrs, Connecticut under Jim Calhoun. He was one of the assistants on their 1999 NCAA championship team. Happy to see Coach Calhoun released from the hospital after prostate cancer surgery. Timeout. Depaul leads by 1. It's a grinder, typical of Conference USA. We'll be back in a minute with Depaul leading Marquette by 1. Depaul leads Marquette by 1, 17-16. We are in the first half of play, not the second half. 7.5 minutes to play until intermission. By the way, to get information on your favorite Conference USA team, go online at www.c-usasports.org for all the basketball and conference news from around Conference USA.
DePaul only shooting 26% from the field, but they've had 6 of 8 from the free throw line, doing a good job offensively crashing the boards. And Marquette needs a bigger performance here in the first half because DePaul is playing with a lot of confidence.
Here's Diener now penetrating, pulls up, banks it in. It did not count. He was fouled by Joe Tully before the bucket, before the shot. That's 5 team fouls against DePaul. So they get 1 more without free throws. Here's Dwayne Wade. Baseline. Blocking defensive foul on Depaul. Cumont Greer did not have position. He's called for the block. Now that's 6 team fouls, so the next foul on Depaul puts Marquette on the line. And we told you Marquette a great free throw shooting team.
Marquette needing to do more of that, taking it to the hoop off of his dribble penetration, as well as punching it down low and getting that sweet low post position.
Novak. George, with Depaul now in a team foul situation.
You want to go to the hoop.
I was
You're
going
right.
to say, do you want to get it inside a little bit more? Maybe draw some fouls. Here's Wade. Open is Novak. Wide open. Ring it up for 3.
Wade, very unselfish, really understanding where the open man is on the floor.
19-17, Marquette leading. Novak looking more and more confident as his freshman year progresses. Good double team by Grimm on the perimeter that time, fighting around a screen. Right in front of us, Marlon Holland has it. You see the shot clock under 10. Sanders jumping out to pick up Hoskin. Inside is Brown. He scores.
Brown having his way underneath. Marquette has to take care of business along the baseline defensively.
19-19 tie.
Again, Brown doing a number down low, going up strong to the basket.
When Depaul has played their best this season, Brown has played well inside, and so has Hoskin. They have a tough 1-2 punch inside.
No question about it. Depaul getting better as the season moves along.
Tie ball game, late first half, 6 minutes to play. Novak all the way. Pass to Sanders off his hand. This is Holland.
Sometimes you can be too unselfish. When you get that close, you usually have to take that shot.
Holland is open. Rebound tapped out, taken by Holland. Some great battles for these rebounds inside. Brown on the perimeter. Good defense by Marquette. We've got a foul inside away from the ball against Marquette. I think they got Travis Diener for a foul. Joe Chapman coming in for Marquette. Robert Jackson back in. Chapman is from the Chicago area. Joe, a freshman from Sauk Village, Illinois. He wants to be a future broadcaster, I understand. Joe Chapman. Tie game, 5 minutes to play, first half. Drake Diener dishing off to Tully. Holland lays it in. Galante Holland with a good move.
Again, Depaul beating Marquette to the punch offensively, really taking hard to the glass.
Open is Jackson. Good pass by Travis Diener. The game is tied once again.
And you need to get something working inside offensively to get to that bonus situation, as well as a defensive stop here.
Tully almost double dribbled right in front of us.
was very close to a 5-second call as well.
Forced shot, good. Somehow Sam Hoskin got that ball to fall through the net. That was a tough shot.
Well, they're also letting him play. And it's rough and tough on both sides of the timeline. And the players know what to expect, and that's good refereeing.
I agree, George. Open is Sanders. Townsend more open. Diener gets the rebound. Brown wants to shoot. He's going to shoot. Blocked by Townsend. What a play.
Excellent roll down defensively.
Townsend may have shaken himself up blocking that shot. He was wincing in pain. Sanders forced it out of bounds. It's a Marquette ball. Wade in. Timeout on the floor. 3:07 to play. Depaul leading by a couple. Watch the Todd Townsend block shot. It's a beauty. Oh, yeah. Might have hit his hand on the glass.
Great defensive anticipation, Patrick.
Marquette trailing by 2 to Depaul late first half. 3:07 to play. This game produced and distributed by ESPN Regional Television Incorporated.
No question about it, Pat. Marquette must stop the seepage with 3:07 left. Depaul cannot go into the locker room feeling real good about themselves. They will anyway because they've given Marquette all they could handle here in the first half.
Second chance points on your screen right now. Depaul very aggressive on the offensive board.
Leading the charge is Mr. Brown.
George, remember at the Open we talked about Louisville's 17-game winning streak? It's over. They lost in St. Louis tonight. Robert Jackson on the resumption of play ties the game for Marquette.
Marquette needs to know that at halftime.
St. Louis beat Louisville by 1 point in Missouri at the Savas Center tonight. Jumper good by Delonte Holland. Up court is Wade. Under and scoring. Give Diener the assist. The game is tied at 25.
Diener, a great playmaker with a lot of head knowledge about the game at a young age.
Hoskin tries a three. Beautiful shot. Depaul by 3. Wade posting up. Look at that pass to Merritt. Beautiful pass by Dwayne Wade.
So clever with the basketball.
Depaul's lead is only 1. Holland missing. Followed up by Brooks, no good. Jackson the rebound. Marquette can take the lead. 1.5 minutes to play first half.
To the basket. You gotta go to the hoop, Patrick.
Let's see if Merritt does, George.
Depaul in the zone right now.
Marquette has made their last 6 shots. They still trail by 1.
Combo zone.
Shot clock at 2. Wade has it chopped away. The shot clock expires. Give it back to Depaul.
Again, I'm very leery about great players coming home. I guess Riley Wolf said you can never go home again.
Did you, as a Marquette player, ever play a game back in your native New York, George?
Yes.
How was that?
It was really pretty successful.
So that kind of shoots a hole in your theory, doesn't it?
As a general rule, yeah. Thanks for pointing that out.
No problem. What are partners for? Brown misses. A lot of contact and an offensive foul. We go the other way. Marquette now down by 1. Final minute, first half. Let's see if they can take the lead at intermission.
kick ball, fresh 35 for MU.
Coming up at halftime, we've got some features. One on Andre Brown of Depaul. We've got some highlights and stats from this half. We might talk about that game in St. Louis where the Billikens beat the Louisville Cardinals 59-58. I didn't think it was possible that Louisville could be held to 58 points in a game.
Well, that's why they play these things, Pat.
Yes, sir. Townsend, nice shot. Townsend, 9 points in the half. Marquette leads by 1.
They don't play them on paper. They play them on the wood.
Now 24 seconds to play first half. Depaul calling the timeout. Marquette with only 5 team fouls. So they might even elect to use one of those if it seems strategic.
You're very good observation, Pat, particularly if there's a dribble penetration situation and Depaul has the advantage. However, ideally, they'd like to make a good defensive stand here with 24 seconds left and go into the locker room after a real tough first half +1.
Marquette shooting very well in the first half. Depaul just about 1 out of every 3. Now the rebounding, Depaul with a slight edge there. In many ways, a typical Marquette Depaul game. Close, defensive oriented, a grinder, very competitive. And I wouldn't be surprised if it stays this way all night long.
A lot of hamburger being made out there.
Yes, sir, a lot of grinding, George. Here's Brooks for Depaul.
MU in the zone now.
Drake Diener of Depaul. Down to 10 seconds. Forced it. No good. Marquette ball. They've got time. 4 seconds. Diener a steal. And as the half expires, the ball is in the air. Marquette leads by 1 as the teams trot off the floor after the opening 20 minutes.
Give Marquette some due, Pat. DePaul playing probably as well as they've played all season, and Marquette goes into the locker room +1.
We'll be back with our halftime show in just a moment. Marquette leading DePaul by a single tally. Well, in a relatively low-scoring first half, no surprise that no individual has really gone off and gotten a big point total in the first half. The only guy in double figures, Sam Hoskin, with 11 for DePaul. Robert Jackson with the Marquette lead, and Townsend and Diener and Wade with 4 each. George, let's take a look now at half number 2 as both teams are on the floor. We've got about a minute or 2 before the start of half number 2. What do you see as a key for Marquette here in the second half of play?
Well, Marquette has to be emotionally resilient. There's no question about it. Hopefully they were told about the loss, the big, gigantic loss in St. Louis. They've got to come out and establish dominance because DePaul is feeling really good about themselves right now.
Marquette has been a very good second half team, which is symbolic of a good team in general, George. They've outscored their opponents by 128 points in the second half of play. And certainly that's a pattern they would like to continue here tonight.
Well, Marquette will be in front of their own bench offensively here in the second half. And you can bet that Coach Green and staff will settle them down offensively. And defense is basically a given. Marquette holding DePaul with 33% shooting, but again, only +1 for all of that effort.
DePaul around Dave Leto. They trail by 1 at halftime. I think that Leto has to be happy with the relatively low score. Our feeling before the game, George, was if Marquette got to 70 points, Marquette would definitely win the game. But if the game is in the 50s, I think DePaul has a chance.
Well, DePaul has a chance right now either way, I believe, mainly because they've come out and proven to themselves that they could play with Marquette through the first half. They've got their heads up and they're full of adrenaline right now. Marquette has to match that intensity and exceed it even.
Okay, here we go. Second half. Marquette looking for their 10th consecutive win. Inside is Jackson. Muscles it in. Beautiful move by Robert Jackson.
Pretty play. Excellent entry pass. Jackson getting that sweet low post position.
It seems like he's actually gotten quicker with more finesse as the season has moved along.
You know, we were just talking about that the other night, Pat. That's a good observation.
Wade, or Brown rather, was jammed. Now Seals takes it to the bucket. And a foul, defensive foul, blocking called against Wade. Could have gone either way.
Excellent entry pass. Jackson really excellent body control. Again, with good footwork along the baseline. Really giving Depaul something to think about. One of the things Marquette is doing right away is double teaming Brown down low. They have to do more of that and force Depaul to shoot from the perimeter.
Rebound loose, taken by Scott Merritt of Marquette. Marquette's lead is 2. Neither team has led by more than about 5 points at any time in this game. Wade wants to shoot that one. He's 12 feet away. Spins. Pass at the last minute off the hand of Townsend. Diener up court to Seals. Delonte Holland to Sam Hoskin. Diener guarded by his cousin Travis Diener. Early second half. Marquette leads by 2. Shot clock down to 5. Brown forced it and missed it. Good defense, but the ball put back up by Hoskin, no good. Hoskin gets it again. This is their 3rd chance this possession.
Bad things happen when you give any team 3-shot opportunity.
Holland, a quick J right there.
Of course it goes in.
Tie game. Like you said, George, any team is capable of hitting 1 out of 3. Wade. Wade is fouled on the way to the bucket.
Maybe we can see a replay of that. That kind of looked like little. No, actually, that was a clean, hard foul. Depaul defense really making it tough on Wade to get to the basket. Well, my little theory, Pat, that he promptly punched a hole in, seems to be holding up so far tonight.
Wade missing his first foul shot. He's hitting a very impressive 79% for the season. He missed a pair. That was unexpected. Tie game. Second half. About 18 minutes to play. Inside Seals. Blocked by Wade.
Wade, electric glide in the open floor now.
Wade scores. Coast to coast for Wade. Made the play at one end and scored at the other. Brown wants to shoot. Seals blocked by Merritt. Here comes Wade in traffic. 3-on-4 out to Diener. He's open. Yes. It feels like a turning point right now.
Diener running the secondary break. Great 2-on-2 basketball between Wade and Diener.
I like that little subtle backhanded pass by Wade. That's a sweetie.
That's when you know 2 players are on the same page offensively.
Diener takes it to the hole. Scores. Drake Diener, big bucket for Depaul. The lead is 3 for Marquette. Wade bounces one to Merritt. He misses. Rebound to Andre Brown of Depaul. Holland missed the driving shot, but he was fouled.
Marquette cannot, I'm sorry, Pat, cannot afford a lot of empty offensive opportunities here in the second half. That was a relatively easy lay-in. Scott Merrick needed to really concentrate and get that thing to fall.
From a Marquette standpoint, I think Tom Crean and his staff are happy with this up-paced tempo. It would seem to favor the Golden Eagles, and if possible, they'd like to keep that fast pace.
Well, again, Marquette in the lead on the road, albeit very slim one. You have to be happy, but you have to be ready to continue to grind that thing and take advantage of every opportunity.
Marquette leads by 2. Open is Townsend. Dwayne Wade, beautiful pass by Townsend. Welcome home to Dwayne Wade. Now he's getting more active on offense.
Well, he's letting the game come to him a little more, particularly on offense. He's a great defensive player.
Hoskin has it blocked. Marquette ball. It's loose. Retaken by Depaul. Holland will lay it up. No good. And Brown fouled on the way back up. The action fast and furious under the bucket right now.
MU trying to separate, +4, but Depaul just won't go away.
Depaul very tenacious on the offensive rebounding, George. That's their 13th offensive rebound tonight.
Tom Crean cannot be happy with that, and I can assure you they talked about that at halftime. But Brown's showing a lot of determination. He's giving the professional scouts here a lot to look at.
Brown made one, missed one. Holland missed a little 4-footer. Marquette gets a break. It's a 3-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Here's Wade out to Diener. Wade just looks like he wants to do a lot offensively in this half. I think that's promising for Marquette, George.
Yeah, but he cannot force the issue.
Diener one-on-one with Holland. Here's Wade. Wade takes it to the glass. Left-hand layup, no good. Might have forced it, as you pointed out. Diener setting it up for Depaul, then to Hoskin. Marquette's lead is 3. The shot clock to 10. Good defense by Marquette. Depaul's going to have to force one. Holland blocked by Townsend and a foul. The shot clock was down to only 2 seconds.
One of the problems Marquette is having right now, as you can see, Depaul has really established himself on the offensive glass. And they've shown the referees that they can battle Marquette head-to-head and actually getting the better of it along the baseline.
Is Delonte Holland from Greenbelt, Maryland. Missing number 1. Robert Jackson and Joe Chapman come in for Marquette. Jackson, the big man, replacing Grimm and Wade. Wade's breather will be a short one, you can be assured. Holland missed one, made one. It's a 2-point lead for Marquette. 14:31 to play. We'll be back in a second as we watch a Diener bucket for Depaul a couple of moments ago. 14.5 minutes to play. You can see a close ball game. Marquette leading by 2. Look at Dwayne Wade at both ends, George.
Rolling down defensively for the great block, actually recovering the ball after the block. Then he comes around the corner for the kiss.
Wade has 8 points in the game.
Wade with a flush right there. having a nice line score, Pat, but really not having the type of game that we've come to expect. There's still plenty of time, 14:31 left. He's just got to calm down, help his team defensively, and let the offense come.
George, you were a great scorer, and Wade, like all great scorers, has that explosive quality, though. He can rip off 10 points in a 3-minute stretch.
No question about it.
All right, back to live action. Jackson inside, muscles it. No good. Merritt knocked it out. Depaul basketball.
Scott Merritt needs to get a little more physical underneath as well. Scott Merritt had been doing a really good job defensively and offensively. He's got to start banging those boards a little more.
Holland open, top of the key, feeds Drake Diener. This is Marlon London, picked up by Travis Diener of Marquette. Foul inside on Merritt. 5 team fouls. Now this is a factor, George. 5 against Marquette. Only 1 team foul against Depaul.
With 13:53 left, no question about it. Marquette with only 1 left to use before Depaul goes into the bonus.
And remember, both teams are good at the foul line. Jumper over and off, long rebound. It's a Marquette ball to Townsend.
MU fortunate to come up with that one.
Tom Crean calling out a play on the far side. Diener inside to Jackson. Posting. Jackson muscles it off. Gets his own rebound.
Up again, Jackson.
He was fouled.
Up again. And again. And again if need be. See, bad things happen when you do not secure your defensive backboard. Jackson with the initial shot does not get it to fall. Gets a second chance opportunity at it. Gets himself to the free throw line for 2.
They whistled Cumont Greer for that foul. Cumont is from Milwaukee, playing for Depaul. Marquette's lead is 2. Their lead was 1 at intermission. Oh, that almost fell off the top of the board. Marquette as a team tonight just 1 of 5. Again, they were shooting 81% in conference play as a team before tonight.
Not quality or quantity, Pat.
Right on. Jackson nets the second. It's a 3-point Marquette lead. Marlon Brooks had it stolen by Marquette. 3-on-3. Diener scattered floor. Diener jump pass over to an open Chapman. Novak. 3.
Great ball movement after a good defensive stop.
Everyone got a hand on it, I think, on the whole team. And Novak, the freshman, ultimately drilling the 3-pointer. Marquette by 6, their biggest lead of the night. Marquette with their biggest lead thanks to a great passing sequence a moment ago, George.
Nice defensive stand. Hard push from Diener. Skip pass all the way across court. Chapman denies. Townsend. And then Novak drilling the 3-ball.
Novak looking more and more confident. Boy, that's a good thing for a freshman to look as self-assured as he does this time of the year.
Well, nothing succeeds like success, and Novak having some success of late.
Marquette leads by 6. Marlon Brooks over to Delonte Holland. Good steal by Jackson. Marquette running again.
The numbers.
Diener open as Townsend. And the rebound to Marlon London. Up court to Greer. Diener went for the pick and is called for the foul. He got a lot of leather, but he might have gotten a piece of the arm as well.
Diener is in a tough situation. Let's take a closer look. Bust out by Depaul. Diener back. Well, could have gone either way. Unfortunately for Diener, didn't go his way. Meanwhile, Marquette with 16 fouls, as you pointed out.
Yep.
Marquette really in trouble now, Pat.
A lot of time left, George, over 12 minutes. Marquette going into a little zone defense right now, perhaps to minimize the likelihood of more fouling.
That, and they want to force Depaul to shoot from the perimeter. Not especially good shooting outside team.
Holland launching one, in and out. Oh, but Hoskin is there to put it in with the left hand.
Well, there's not much you can do about that. You force Depaul to do exactly what I was talking about, and then you do not secure your defensive board.
So that's a momentum reverser, at least temporarily. The lead is only 4 for Marquette. Hoskin came into the game having made his last 18 free throws. And he swishes one here. Under 12 minutes to play. We'll watch Hoskin on the offensive glass. And we'll be right back with more. Don't go away. Marquette leading by 3. By the way, this game is produced and distributed by ESPN Regional Television Incorporated. Gary Nicholas is our producer tonight, along with George Thompson, Pat Hughes. We thank you for joining us. And this game has been all that we expected it to be. Low scoring, defensive oriented, and close throughout.
The G-Man really showing us the way tonight, Pat. This has been an excellently produced game so far, and frankly, we've had a lot to work with.
Absolutely. Depaul with 15 offensive rebounds, and that's why they have all those second chance points. Okay, Marquette with the ball and the lead. Now keep in mind the team fouls. Marquette has already committed 7. Depaul only 2. That could be pivotal as we move down the stretch. Novak, that's pivotal right there. A 6-point lead for Marquette.
Novak shooting another gorgeous ball. Taking his time, squaring up. Excellent rotation on the basketball.
He doesn't really look it because he shoots so well, but that kid is 6'10". He's a big kid with that kind of range. Andre Brown forced it, but it goes.
There he goes again.
Sometimes you have to tip your cap. That was a tough shot for Brown. Marquette could use a little surge by Dwayne Wade right about now. Novak again. Oh, does he feel it right now?
Novak had a game earlier like that. It really broke the game open and really helped Marquette separate.
That's St. Louis, George.
You got it, Pat.
Marlon Brooks. The lead is 7 for Marquette, thanks to the outside shooting of Novak. Greer. Off balance scores. Humont Greer with a tough bucket. Depaul hanging in. Let's see if they can get Novak open again. You know he'd like to shoot again, George.
Yeah, but he has to make sure it's within the context of the offense.
Open is Jackson. Loose ball. Foul in the backcourt on Novak.
Wade swinging it. Novak really making a nice cut, squaring up. Excellent trajectory on the basketball. Again, Wade finding Novak, drilling the 3.
Nothing but string music on those last 2 for Novak. Marquette has hit 4 3-pointers. Novak 4 for 4 outside the arc tonight.
Actually, that was a pretty good foul by Novak.
Might have saved an easy bucket.
Depaul headed up the floor for probably a dunk. Might as well make him make it from the charity stripe.
Marquette looking for their 10th straight win. Humont Greer gets a very friendly bounce. And the lead is only 3 again.
We're right here at the three-quarter pole. 10 minutes left.
Novak. He got another one.
Hello.
That bucket looks as big as the ocean right now to Novak.
Someone call the fire department.
Offensive foul, we go the other way.
Novak really helping out his teammates. Excellent find by Wade. Novak taking his time, not forcing it, and really getting that 3 to fall.
We are at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, just outside Chicago. Pat Hughes along with George Thompson. Marquette leading by half a dozen, halfway through the second half.
And you're trying to reach that 7 or 8 point mark.
Diener, Jackson, yes, and one. The shooting of Novak has elevated Marquette, and you feel like they possibly are on the brink of breaking it open.
And as you pointed out, he did it in St. Louis, and Marquette went on to win 10 in a row from there.
George, the bench always plays a big role in basketball at every level. But Marquette's bench has been so strong here in the last month. They are a big part of this winning streak.
Again, Tom Crean developing some quality depth on the bench, and that's so important down the stretch.
Jackson consummates the three-point play. The lead is 9. Now a full court press.
Ooh, a little changeup. Squeeze.
Marlon Brooks to the front court. That was almost an air ball by Hoskin.
All designed to throw Depaul out of their offensive rhythm. Tom Crean throwing a knuckleball at him.
And it certainly worked on that possession. Listen to the Marquette fans who have made the trip to Illinois. 9:04 to play. Marquette by 9. Here's the trap, George.
Marquette with 2-on-2 full court pressure, angle trap, using the sideline as a third defensive man. Depaul really having difficulty even getting across the timeline. Long shot, barely caught iron. Marquette with an excellent defensive stand that time, really changing the rhythm and keeping Depaul off balance.
As you were describing the 2-1-2 press, I noticed the guy in the middle was Dwayne Wade, perhaps the best free safety that you could ever hope to have on a press like that.
Just lurking there in the middle.
Perfect. 89-year-old Ray Meyer, one of the college basketball coaching giants, is here tonight. One of the nicest men you'll ever meet.
I talked to Coach Meyer before the game and reminisced a little bit. And, just a grand gentleman.
Marquette by 9. Here's Wade. Wade spinning, launching, banking. No! Jackson off. Offensive rebound, but Jackson over the shoulder will go the other way and have 1-on-1 for Depaul.
That one was halfway down by Wade, Pat. But again, Wade having a pretty tough night tonight. For the average, for Dwayne Wade, the average player would consider his line score really good.
George, you saw the bench scoring. It could have said Novak 15, Depaul 7, because Novak has all 15 Marquette bench points. That's a career high for him. Tom Crean likes to give his subs extra playing time if they get a hot hand, and that's why Novak has an extended stint right now. Makes a lot of sense. Marlon London connecting on a couple. This game is far from over, but Marquette now leading by 7.
Just a little under 9 minutes to go.
Here's Novak. Closely guarded this time. Gets it back to Wade. Wade, pull up and fire. Rebound, Merritt. Merritt on the floor. Merritt called for traveling. I've never liked that rule. I understand why they call it, but you're almost penalizing a kid for aggressive play. I don't like that rule.
You actually are, Pat. You're penalizing a kid for a good defensive play.
.8:15 to play. Marquette's lead is 7. Turnovers about equal. Inside, Hoskin has it knocked away. Novak on the floor. Look at Novak. He's everywhere. So many times, George, some success on offense can lead to a little more aggression on the defensive end.
Having a good offensive night always gives you a little more extra energy on defense. Jackson side with the deflection. Novak going down to the wood, calling timeout. Good, aggressive defensive play by Jackson and Novak.
Again, it's amazing to me that he is 6'10". He's a little on the slender side. He weighs about 210, 215, talking about Novak. But he is very coordinated for a kid 6'10". I love that outside shooting touch.
Well, Novak, an excellent outside shooter, has a decent inside game, but did not play in a real strong conference. So he has to really get used to what Division I basketball is about. He's really accepted the challenge.
From Ground Deer High School. Okay, play has resumed. Jackson inside. Missed it, but Wade flying and missing. Rebound, it's a Marquette ball off of Brown.
Dwayne Wade shaking his head saying, what do I have to do to get one to fall?
We've got a timeout. 7:43 to play from Rosemont, Illinois. Marquette looking for their 10th in a row. Marquette leads by 7 down the stretch now, less than 8 minutes to play. Hey folks, to get information on your favorite Conference USA team, go online at www.c-usasports.org for all the basketball and conference news from around Conference USA.
MU +7. It's a difficult stretch of time. Patrick 7:43 left. Marquette still shooting a healthy 50% from the field and over 50% in the second half, and still holding Depaul to 33% shooting.
Novak still in the game, George, thanks to his torrid three-point shooting tonight. 5 of 6. That has been the difference really in this game. And let's see if he can get a chance to maybe put up another one. Diener over to Wade. Wade on the alley-oop. Underneath. Scores. He got hung up and still made the play.
Body control deluxe.
Coaches love that when you score on a set play right after a timeout.
Well, that was a set play. Coaches love to call it.
That's a Marquette ball.
Set inbounds play by Marquette. Wayne gets hung up, gets his feet together, gathers himself, and gets it to fall.
Wade in double figures now with 10. Merritt to the glass. Scott Merritt. Rebound foul on Jackson. That'll be 2 free throws at the other end for Depaul. Marquette now with 10 team fouls.
Depaul in the super bonus with 6:53 left. Depaul with only 4 team fouls.
Todd Townsend ready to check back in for the Golden Eagles. First one no good by Andre Brown. Townsend in, Novak out. What a shooting display by Steve Novak. He gets a nice hand. Well deserved.
Novak, a welcomed addition to the Marquette basketball team.
Brown misses a pair. Marquette's lead with less than 7 minutes is 9.
Depaul maybe starting to get a little self-doubt now. Let's see.
Jackson. Wade. Diener gets a pick, launches a three. Merritt the rebound. Jackson had a piece of it. Depaul's got it. Delonte Holland to Hoskin, who wasn't looking. Turnover, give it back to the Golden Eagles.
Depaul starting to make some unforced errors. Marquette getting much more aggressive on the offensive glass, playing some better defense as well.
9 turnovers suffered by Depaul tonight, 8 against Marquette. Now Dave Leto wants a little full court press put on, man-to-man basis, it would appear.
Well, all he wants to do is try to knock Marquette out of their offensive rhythm. But again, now Diener can take his time, beat the 10-second clock, then
wide open
set play.
Jackson missed. Weak side rebound, Merritt. Diener open. More open is Townsend. Jackson got away with a push. Jackson fouled. Robert may have gotten away with a little subtle push in the middle of the back against a Depaul player, George.
Well, one thing you can say about this refereeing team tonight, they've let them play on both ends of the floor, and we have not said one thing about the refereeing, which is obviously the best compliment that they can get.
The officials, Tim Higgins, Frank Scaliotta, and John Higgins.
This is about the best refereed basketball game I've seen this year, Ken.
I understand Stephen Pyatt was a late addition to this crew, along with John Higgins and Frank Scaliotta. But you're right, George. They've done a magnificent job keeping the game under control, and that's not always easy in a rivalry game.
And they let them play. They let these guys decide the game. And Marquette getting behind in the foul situation, but really starting to come on now.
The lead is double digits. 10. 6 minutes to play. That's a Depaul ball. Townsend shaken up. He's okay. Travis Diener over to make sure that Townsend's all right.
Townsend a half a step away of retrieving that thing. Took a funny bounce.
Drake Diener guarded by Dwayne Wade. Open is Delonte Holland. Takes it all away and misses. Greer has it blocked, but a foul on Merritt.
Again, Depaul has established in the minds of the referee that they can really beat those offensive backboards, and actually they're doing it and giving Marquette all they can handle there. MU doing a much better job now, though, of limiting Depaul to one shot.
Greer makes number 1. Novak ready to check back in for Marquette. Merritt out. Checking the individual foul situation. Merritt with 4. He's the only guy in real serious foul trouble. Greer makes a couple. The lead is only 8.
Some full court pressure now. Marquette handling. Novak taking his time, calling out a set play.
Here's Wade. Open Novak. He scores! I don't know how that ball went in the basket, but it did.
Wade again finding the open man once the double team comes.
The lead is 10 for Marquette. Novak a career high 17 points tonight off the bench. Diener banks it in nicely. Drake Diener, sophomore from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. The Dieners guarding each other. They're cousins, remember. Travis Diener of Marquette. Rim out to Travis. Novak, a long one. No foul call. Travis Diener calls a timeout. Great play by Travis Diener. He made the steal and quickly called a timeout before he landed out of bounds.
Travis Diener, mature beyond his playing time in Division I. He's tough as nails, mentally. And that is the reason why we have named him Spike.
What a play he made. To have the presence of mind to steal it, use the footwork to stay in bounds, jump in the air, call timeout before landing out of bounds.
Dwayne Wade inviting the double team. Nice drop down pass. Novak taking it strong to the glass. Wade realizing when the double team comes and giving it up unselfishly.
Novak coming off the bench with a huge effort tonight. 17. 4.5 minutes to play.
Depaul with a sense of urgency now. We'll probably see a lot of full court pressure the rest of the way. Marquette should be in no particular hurry, but they cannot lose that offensive momentum.
Dwayne Wade open as Townsend. He's fouled. Another good look by Wade.
Again, Wade not having the best offensive night, but really inviting that double team and giving it up to his teammates. Excellent drop down pass. Depaul starting to get in a little foul trouble as well. One away from the bonus situation. Team foul number 6 on the Blue Demons.
Marquette having one of their coldest free throw shooting nights of the season. As a team tonight, Marquette hitting, well, we'll get the figure here in a moment, 4 for 10, way below their season average. The lead is 9. Depaul perhaps looking for a 3 at this stage. Nope, they go inside to Greer. He missed the shot, but he was fouled. Is it too early for Depaul to start thinking about looking for threes? They're down by 9 with less than 4 minutes.
Well, what they have to do, Pat, is get some quick twos, some high percentage shots, get to the foul line, score some points with the clock stop.
As it is right now, Cumont Greer makes number 1. He's got a nice soft touch on that foul line.
A lot at stake for Marquette here with 3:46 left. Louisville going down to defeat at St. Louis.
Timeout, 3:46 to play. We'll be back in just a moment. Marquette trying to hang on, and they're trying to beat Depaul for the 6th consecutive time. See some of the numbers from tonight's action. Marquette leading by 7. That's obviously the most important number. Marquette shooting the ball better. Depaul with a huge advantage on the foul line, however. Dwayne Wade with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and a handful of assists. All right, George, strategy time. Marquette in the huddle around Coach Tom Crean. What's being discussed?
Right now, Tom Crean is saying, we got 3:46 left, guys. We've got to tighten up defensively, and we've got to take care of the basketball and not lose our offensive momentum. But for sure, we've got to get some high percentage shots at the basket.
Marquette's game against Louisville already a sellout. That's a 2:30 afternoon game this Saturday at Al McGuire Court. But then the Charlotte game, that's next Thursday. Tickets available for that game. And also the game against UAB on Saturday, March 1st. Tickets available.
Not many.
Marquette leading by 7. Now they're going to take a little time on this possession, apparently. Jackson wants to shoot. We've got a foul or traveling against Jackson.
See Marquette losing a little offensive momentum here.
Drake, Diener of Depaul. The turnovers about even. Hoskin. Traveling, no bucket. Give it back to Marquette. Time down to 3:12 remaining. Novak out after a strong performance. Full court pressure, no surprise there.
Marquette not trying to beat the pressure, just trying to get the ball across half court and go deep into the shot clock. But again, you have to really not lose your offensive momentum doing it.
Shot clock down to 10. Jackson got it to go. Off balance, but it fell. Nice soft touch. These are very forgiving rims. We talked about the rims being a little soft earlier. When I say soft, I mean looks like the ball can kind of rattle around and fall.
Marquette needs a defensive stop here.
You know what tight rims are, right, George? They never give you a break. That's a turnover. Give it back to Marquette.
This is the reason why it's great for young players to develop a shot off of the glass.
Yes, sir.
Because the glass takes the tightness of the rim away.
Marquette's lead is 9. 2:17 to play. Let's see if they try to send Wade deep. Not this time.
MU content to slug it out right now.
The ball in good hands. Diener, another strong performance as the point guard. I don't remember a turnover he suffered tonight at all. He had turned the ball over once in 73 minutes in the last 2 games. Remarkable. Open is Townsend. It's a Marquette ball. Jackson. It's jammed in by Dwayne Wade. There's the All-American.
Jethro, warm up the bus. The party's over.
Greer an air ball. Backbreaker.
The party's over. Turn out the lights, Patrick.
He came off the floor to make that play. I can't believe that.
They better watch out at the exit signs, Pat, because it's a mass exodus here.
Yeah, they're leaving. A minute and a half to play. Marquette and Diener even missed, but Townsend has it. Marquette in good shape now with a fresh 35. And Drake Diener called for the foul.
MU living large in the last 4.5 minutes, taking their time, not trying to beat the press, get the ball up, get some good offensive opportunities, and converting.
Marquette by 11. They cannot buy a free throw tonight, but Wade a leaping rebound. He's fouled.
Wade going high in the air.
Marquette fans standing and cheering as Wade swishes number 1.
Well, the specter of defeat has set in for the Depaul Blue Demons, and Marquette just needs to take care of business here and close this thing out. Get back up to Milwaukee and rest up for the big tilt on the weekend.
Against Louisville on Saturday. Here's a good pass to Brown. He slams it. Marlon Brooks the assist. Andre Brown the basket. Still a minute 14 to play. The lead is 10.
Excellent dribble penetration. Brown finishing very strongly. Dribble penetration creates so many offensive opportunities and puts so much pressure on the defensive baseline personnel.
Brown with a dozen tonight. Hoskin with 14. But Depaul has done nothing from the perimeter, really. Wade slipped and fell. It's loose. It's a Depaul ball. Hoskin tries a 3. Nope. Followed in by Greer. Timeout. 1:02 to play. It's only a 7-point game. It's not over yet.
Combination of a bad break and Marquette not securing their defensive backboard. Excellent putback by Greer. Depaul not giving up.
You know they're going to press. I would think they'll foul very early in the possession if they don't make a steal on the inbound.
That being said, Marquette has to get the ball in the hands of their best free throw shooters, and we can't tell who that is tonight.
Yeah, they're all clanking, aren't they? George, thanks to our great statistician, Dave DeGrace, keeping us updated on all the numbers here tonight. Jackson ready to make the inbound, does so, and immediately Wade is fouled, and he'll have 2 at the other end. I think that's 10 fouls on Depaul.
Depaul kind of stretched the game out now, Pat, hoping to trade 2 for 1 or 3 for 2.
That's really their only hope. Wade has a couple. Wade just 1 of 4 from the...
Wade has had a tendency to make pressure free throws.
The first charity chance is right there.
Charity chance. Nice,
it's a new one.
Alliteration.
Wade connecting on a couple. The lead is back up to 9. 1 minute to play. Traveling. Yes, sir. Marlon London called for walking. And Townsend fouled immediately. It'll be a steady procession to the foul line now in the final minute. Marquette about to go to 18-3 overall. They are on the threshold of winning their 9th straight conference game after losing the conference opener at East Carolina. They've overcome atrocious free throw shooting tonight. And they lead by 10 with less than a minute to play.
Townsend, a 78% free thrower, gets what the first one to fall. MU plus 10.
Townsend swishing a couple. Depaul has lost only 1 home game all year. It's about to become 2 losses. Drake Diener forced it, missed it. Marquette ball. Merritt way up court to an open Townsend. He'll slam. It's all over now. 35 seconds to play. Marquette by 13.
Excellent long distance pass by Scotty. Townsend finishing with a flourish.
Townsend was flying. Townsend, a sophomore from Chicago. He's got a lot of family and friends here tonight. Tully forcing a awkward-looking three that was not close. Diener dribbling in traffic. Diener has it knocked away. Diener hits the deck hard. I think he's okay. Diener got tripped up and really took a tumble. Watch this one, George.
What Marquette has to be careful about now is not getting anyone hurt in the closing seconds of this game. And as we say that, Diener limps off the court. It appears as though his lower back, possibly his coccyx bone, and that's a real painful thing.
Oh yeah, he hit that wood and for about 10 feet. Well, Marquette can certainly ill afford to lose Travis Diener for any period of time. And he slips and
oh no, it could be anything. Arm, leg, hip.
Diener still being looked at. The lead for Marquette 15. We're down to 15 seconds. Thank you for staying up late tonight. We've enjoyed it. We hope you have too. Here's a layup at the other end for Depaul Sam Hoskin. Dwayne Wade dribbling away the time. It's all over. Marquette wins it by a score of 73-60. George, it's our final telecast of the year. As always, I enjoyed it. Let's do it again next year.
Great working with you, Pat, and I'll be down to see you work with the Cubbies this year at Wrigley Field.
Very good, George. Tom Crean walking away. 10 straight wins. The showdown on Saturday against Louisville. Marquette winning by 13. Thanks to Gary Nicholas, our producer. For George Thompson, Pat Hughes saying thank you for watching. Good night. Marquette wins it 73-60 over DePaul.